Hey, how's it going? I'm Anthopants. It looks like there's a little bit of a trailer here for Streets 4. We're just gonna watch through it, and I'm just gonna talk the whole time while I'm watching it. So we got some Shiva gameplay here. I guess we get gameplay of all the different characters. There's the final crash. Looks like Shiva has an air special. Yeah, that looks like an air special to me. This I don't know if how many button hits, but there's an air special right there. How many button hits it is when he's doing the aerial attacks. When he's doing a jump attack and just doing normal hits on guys. It looks like that's another air special. Why am I seeing multiple air specials? Am I crazy? The final crash, I think, is the blitz attack. That's an air special. That looks like a forward special, what he just pulled there. And then when he's grabbing the weapon, he just... That's it. There is no actual grab of the weapon. It's just pushing it up and having it fly over. Yeah, and he's got that forward kind of force attack that goes right through the guys. And then he does the similar thing when he's in the air for an air attack. So I don't know if he has a forward air special and maybe a defensive air special. Or kind of like the way the game works is you'll have like with your jump kicks, you'll have like your forward jump kick, your like neutral jump attack, jump kick, and then your like down jump attack. So maybe he's getting that. I think that was his star attack right there. Yep, that's his star attack right there. And then he does that multi-hit as well in the air. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not sure if that's just a single button or if you got to be spamming the button to be pulling that stuff off. Totally whiffing it. Nothing wrong with that. We all do it. What was that? Okay, that... Yeah, that looks like... is that his... blitz attack? That 1,000 palm that just happened right there? I thought the final crash was his blitz attack. Unless we're actually seeing a different iteration of him here. We'll see if we see the final crash at all with this version of him. The person playing with them is not doing great, but that's okay. They're doing, you know... Sometimes you just do the best job you can. You can't always get some master in there playing with the character, especially when it's a new character. What the heck was that? So, final crash. That's a forward special. That's... What? Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if he just gets to cancel his jump attacks, then gets to start hitting again, or if it's just something that he auto does. Like once he hits a guy, he just starts doing multi hits. It seems like he auto does the multi hit rather than somebody spamming it. That's the way it looks to me. Like he's just always pulling it off. All right, here's some Max. So one of my issues with Max was that he just doesn't look like a grappler. He looks more like, you know, basically the same way like Blaze looks when you're playing as Blaze or Adam, which is like you're not really using grapples as much as you're using striking attacks. You know, so there's, you know, it looks like he's doing some grapples, but for the most part it's more like a grapple into, you know, into a different attack rather than a grapple into a grapple, which is more how you played Max in 2 is sometimes you would go grapple into grapple whenever you could, which is really where his strength was, but that's okay. Just a different style game, different style Max. I'm not sure I like that. The slide looked a little weird. What was that? Yeah. And then in this game, Max is a boss. The boss of actually this stage, which is funny because now he's going to be fighting himself. So now we get to see Max without the red eyes because he gets brainwashed in this game. Has the red eyes to kind of indicate that. Is that his? Let's back it up a little bit. I think he just did a charge attack on the guy, and actually, yep, charge attack actually hit the ground. So charge attack is an off the ground attack where you can hit a guy on the ground with it. Okay, interesting. Shiva's looking a lot more interesting to me than Max is right now. But it could just be, you know, the person that they got to play with Max. Slide's looking tough to tell if the slide can cancel into the slide easily, or if it's not so easy to do that. It's looking like the slide is kind of a slower attack. It's a single attack, and you don't really want to be maybe linking slides into each other. But yeah, very... There's the star attack right there. Thunder Tackle, I'm assuming, is forward special like it is in 2. And then the Larianet, that spinning move. I don't actually know the names of anything, but everyone knows what I'm talking about. That's his defensive special. And his air special is that body slam attack that happens. If he's close to a wall, it looks like he goes off the wall and then jumps onto a guy. And like Max 2 in Streets 4, the atomic drop is actually throwing a guy forward rather than backwards. This guy's just jumping off the cliff. Yeah, so you know we're getting a little bit of a look here. We're not getting maybe the best top player to be really showcasing, but that's okay, you know. Okay, here's Estel. Okay, that's kind of cool. What was that? Was that the blitz attack? Then she's got is that an air? Is that defensive? Boom, defensive. Yeah, defensive special. Okay. So that's her forward. I think that's her forward jump attack. Is that flying fist there, which is kind of cool. Is that aerial? An aerial attack right there with the grenade? Boom. Grenade. That's an air attack, I think. Air special. Okay. Couple different variations off that grab we're seeing. That's a charge attack, I think. Her. Yeah, this... She's looking pretty interesting to me, too. It's kind of tough to say. You know, I think Shiva really looks unique to me in just the way that he's playing and how he's doing things. She's looking pretty interesting as well. I like the fact that, wow, that is just a stun attack. That's all that is. It's a stun attack. That's very cool. Very cool. Defensive special, stuns the guys, sets them up for another attack so you're not knocking them down. That's an interesting mechanic. I like that. Yeah, it's cool seeing just the different ways that she reacts to that same grab, probably just depending on what you're doing. What the heck was that? That might be forward special right there. Forward special is kind of a grab to a ground pound. That's interesting. Probably not something you want to be using with a bunch of guys around, because maybe it's dangerous. I'm trying to get a sense of like... Now it looks like she's not having any trouble doing that ground pound with the guys around. This person's having a little bit of difficulty figuring out how to get rid of the knife, but they decided to use it, which is cool that Estel gets a multi-knife hit. I like that. Okay, calling in for backup. Let's see if we get hit first. Oh, so the star attack, this is interesting. Let's go back. Let's go back here. The star attack... Kind of like a Streets of Rage 1 character, you're still open to attacks here. You're still open. You're going to get attacked if you're not doing it properly. Okay, so you kind of got to, like, get yourself out of there. Huh. Let's see if there's a release date. I don't think there's going to be. No? No? Okay, so no release date. Interesting. Yeah, I think Shiva, to me, Shiva looks like the most interesting to me, just moveset wise, the uniqueness of the moveset, just the fact that he doesn't grab the weapons, but the way that he handles the weapons in just the force pushing. Estel also looks interesting to me. A lot of kind of stun attacks, setting guys up, the ground grapple is interesting, and just the variations in how she handles the grab. two different stuff. I don't know how I feel about Max. Max is, you know, in Streets 2, Max is my main character, so it's tough for me to say until I get hands-on. I'm probably a little bit more critical when it comes to Max. I did wish Max was a little bit more grapply, a little bit more of a grappler. He doesn't really look like that too much to me. He looks like kind of like everybody else. Like we're getting another, you know, just another comboer who's doing striking attacks, the combo, rather than doing grab combos. I wanted to see kind of grab combos from Max, doing a grab into another grab into another grab, that sort of thing. But it looks like it's more like you're doing a grab maybe just to set up like you would with any of the other characters. But, you know, we'll see what happens when we get hands-on. Yeah, so exciting stuff. I like the way the DLC is looking. I like the way the characters are looking. So far, yeah, I'm a little bit more excited for some of the other ones than Max, but that's okay. You know, I'm sure other people are way more excited for Max who just aren't, you know, dedicated Max players like I was for Streets of Rage 2. Okay, I'm Anthopants. Thanks for hanging out. Later on, everybody. Later on.